Let's finish up our signatures of this Happy Mail junk journal. Thank you for joining me. Welcome. It's Barbara from Vienna, Austria. So we have this so far. So for the first signature, we have 2 pages. And for the second one, we currently only have 1. So I think I want to add another smaller page like I did on this first signature. And I found these 2 adorable book pages, which I'm going to use for that. So I need to, again, combine these. So I think, how will I combine that? I'll combine them like this, just because I want the straight edges on the inside and the torn edges on the outside. I just think it makes it easier to combine the pages together on the straight edges. And for this, again, I'm going to be using a part of a book page. You can use washi as well, but if you use washi, I highly recommend you add some glue underneath, otherwise it will come loose over time. I'm just going to tear a strip off here, then make sure it's the same height and add some glue to it. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side. I have linked the first 2 parts of this mini series down below in the description box for you, in case you want to watch those if you haven't already. And if you're not sure what Happy Mail is, if you have no experience with it, please go check out my other video linked below called All About Happy Mail. It's a wonderful thing that we have in our community, and you definitely need to check it out if you've never done any Happy Mail before. So I have my box of Happy Mail items here, and I want to see what I can use. So let's start off with this page. So this page is super cute, of course. So we have a dog sleeping here. I love the sunflower, the bird. Oh, there's a kitten up here. There's so much to see here. So I definitely don't want to lose all of this image, but at the same time, I want to add something of my own. My options here, I think, would be either to glue down something here, where I could stick something in, like a pocket, for example, or to add something that I can kind of flip open, either on the side or up or something, so that I can see the picture. Let's see if this would fit. Ooh, this actually fits. So this is an envelope I very recently received, and I think it's really cute. This was for a project, and I'm thinking, does this fit? If I attach this, I definitely want to attach it so that I can flip it open, because here as well, I definitely want to keep the peacock image. So one thing to do would definitely be to just glue it on like this, and maybe just to glue it here and to leave that a tuck spot. That way we do lose the chicken, but the rest is still intact. I guess we could also maybe put it in like this, and then have it like be an extra page. Maybe I'll do that, to kind of just put it in as part of the signature, but it will be kind of hard to get something out of there. So maybe that's not a good solution. Of course, put it like this, then it would just flip out like this. That might be good. And then we have this tuck spot here. Yeah, maybe that works better, because here it's not covering anything up. So I'll do that. Actually, before I do that, I think I want to make a half circle in here. And by the way, thank you so much for all your lovely comments on this series. I love that you guys are really enjoying this and you're getting inspiration for what to do with your own Happy Mail items, or even to just to work in one of your junk journals. So that is great. I'm happy when my videos are not just entertaining, but they're actually useful. That they inspire you to work in your own journals. So now I'll just put some glue on this side here and on the bottom. Perfect. Now we have a beautiful tuck spot here, and this opens up. We still see the full image, and we can add something in this envelope. I found this fun giraffe. I think this might have been on an envelope, on a Happy Mail envelope. So I think we're just going to fussy cut around her. And I want to make a journaling card out of this. So she looks like this now, and I want to put her on a book page. This is a fairly sturdy book page, so I think it will go well as a journaling card, and I will add some writing space to the back. So now I just want to make sure I will give it the right size to fit in here. I do want it peeking out here a little bit so it'll be easy to grab and take out. And since this book page is still in pretty good shape, I am happy to trim this with my paper trimmer, because if it's too brittle, then it's just gonna tear it. But this works fine. So if you have some Happy Mail items that you're not sure what to do with, maybe this is a good solution for you as well. Yeah, this will fit on here nicely. And I just want to round the corners. It just gives it a more finished look. I'm just thinking now, should I add the writing paper maybe first before I do that? And I found this page here in my stash, so I think I will just tear that one down to be a little smaller. So I'll get rid of this bottom, and we can use that on something else. That will make a nice tuck spot somewhere. And this grid paper will help me to write more straight, so that's good. Do I ink it or not? No, I'm not gonna ink it. Let's just glue this down. Oh, this is nice too, actually. I think I'm gonna use this one instead. I like that better. Okay, so I'll round the corners first. Since I'm rounding the outside corners here, I think it would look nice to have the inside ones rounded as well. That's a very easy way to create some writing spot. You can just also glue some coffee dyed paper or tea dyed paper on the back for writing space, but that's also a good way to use your book pages. So, and on the front, we wanted to add this guy, but I think I want to do something else with the background. Since this is a kind of playful and whimsical journal, I want to add some more bright color in the background. So I think I'm just going to use my watercolor. So this is a palette I've put together myself with a box of chocolate from lovely Hearst Castle in California. And I want to use some of these yellow tones. I think that might look nice and bright and cheerful. So I'm just going to spritz those with my mister. You could also do this with acrylic paints or with distress inks or oxides, whatever you like. Even water-soluble crayons or markers, however you want to add some color, I think is fun. I don't know why I took this palette. I don't really need it. How cheerful does that look? I love it. Okay, let's just add some more here on the side, on the edge. These watercolors are Van Gogh, by the way. It's actually a mixture of Van Gogh and Winsor and Newton watercolors. I'm not an expert in watercolors whatsoever. Probably noticed. Okay, I think that's good. Oh, I love that. That is so cheerful. So I'm just going to dry that quickly. So now that this is dry, I can just add this cute giraffe. I'm using my art glitter glue for this again. I just love it. It's so cute. And I feel like it needs, maybe I'll try some splattering, but I also feel like it needs, I don't know, to me she looks like she's saying hello. So I'll see if I have a stamp or something with hello or something like that in it. But first I want to add some sprinkles. And I think this time I'm going to try using my water-soluble wax pastels. These are the Neon Color 2 from Caran d'Ache, which I love very much. This one here is the black, which is the one I want to try. Obviously, you can also just do this with your watercolors. But I want to try this method. I should probably put something underneath. And I'm just using my water brush. You can obviously use a regular paintbrush. And I'm trying to put a lot of water. And then I'm just trying to kind of flick that. I don't know if this is gonna work. Yep, it does. But this brush, unfortunately, also just leaks if I push too hard. Yeah, wait, I need a paper towel. I have a huge puddle here. Okay, let's try this again. Because the problem with this brush is if I push too hard, then the water comes out right here. So this is quickly becoming very messy, but nevertheless, I want to do this. It does work. It's kind of like a hit and miss. It's definitely quite different effect to if I were to do this with watercolors, but I kind of like it. Yeah, I think that's enough. And I like it because this way I get very uneven splatters. You see, I get large ones and small ones, rather than just the tiny ones that I usually get with my splatter brush. So that is super fun. I'll definitely be trying that again. So again, I'm going to try this and I'm going to look for something that says hello. And just a little tip for you in case you use your heat gun to dry your projects and they curl up, because a lot of times they will just curl up from the heat. All you have to do is turn it around and use the heat tool on the back side as well, and that way it will usually flatten out again. So not to worry if it does that. And I did find a stamp. This one says hello. I kind of thought I remembered having something like this. This is actually half of a stamp. I just cut it down to fit in my drawer. This was on one of the crafting magazines from the States that I got 3 years ago, and sometimes there's these cool stamps on the front. Oh, there's even a dragonfly I just saw. Yeah, we don't have these kind of magazines here in Austria, so I'm always thrilled when I find those, because those are nice stamps. And I don't want to stamp this directly here because I don't think it will stand out enough. So I would rather stamp this on a piece from this book page. And then I'll just cut around this. I don't even feel like inking up the edges. I thought I would, but seeing now how colorful this is, I kind of don't want to vintage this up. I think it's really cute as it is. So this will go in here. Oh, that's a tight fit. I'm gonna have to cut this down just a little bit. Go around the corners again. Yeah, much better. And it sticks out here, which is perfect. The yellow fits beautifully with the yellow we have here. We even kind of have a triangle. Everything is awesome. Okay, I don't want to cover up this part, obviously. Now we could, of course, add another flip here if we wanted to, but I'm not sure yet about that. So let's do these first. So we have a tuck spot here. So this is very simple. I just need to find something to stick in here. I found this beautiful large card or tag. I've had this for a while and it was always too big to put anywhere. So I think this is the perfect journal because I have so many large elements. And I think the colors go well. There's a bit of this lilac here, which is also here. So I think this works really well. It is blank on the back side and it is very white. I could of course just leave it like this, but I'm thinking I do want a little more something going on the back. So I think I will spray this with a bit of coffee. I have a spray bottle of coffee in my refrigerator pretty much at all times. This is just a bottle from IKEA. I don't put any vinegar or anything in this to keep the coffee. I don't know, mine keeps for months without molding or anything in my fridge. I'm just gonna spray some of this on. Don't need to cover anything. And of course it's warping up now, but it will go back afterwards. So I need to let this dry. This is what it looks like once it's dry. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Interestingly, it went through to the front, but I don't mind that. So now it does have a vintage look, totally fine with me. And just to give it a little more interest on this journaling side, I also just want to add a little something on the top and the bottom, kind of like a border. So I have these stamps, and if I find these, I will link these for you in the description box. I just want to decide which one do I want. I think on top I want this extravagant one using my black archival ink. Wouldn't necessarily have to be archival ink for this, since I'm not going to be adding any more wet media on top. Oh, that's beautiful. And on the bottom, let's add something a little less extravagant, maybe. How about this one? I could have done the same stamp twice, of course, as well. So that's the top and that's the bottom. And this is a very easy way of just jazzing up your journaling card on the back. Love it. So let's stick this one in here. Perfect. On this page, again, we could, maybe let's do that. Maybe let's find something that we can make a pocket out of to stick something in so that we don't lose this picture. I found something which is actually not a Happy Mail item. It is from my Goodwill. It was 50 cents and it's this beautiful card here. And I just think this will go really well right here. It's made out of very thin paper. It's just beautiful. This is like a Mother's Day card. I think I'm gonna cut this off because it's too long anyway. But I think these flowers here are just gorgeous. So I might just cut it down here and here. And I will just glue down the back side so you can open it and journal, and it can be a pocket at the same time. So I'll just mark where to cut it. And then I'll just glue 3 sides down. This is a really nice way to use greeting cards you may have received or that you find at your local charity or Goodwill shop. And I'm making sure not to put it all the way up to the crease so that it won't cause any problems when we close it. Perfect. So now we can flip this up. There's journaling here. And we have some space to put something in here. I just think it's gorgeous. It works really well with the purple here as well, although that is not important because I don't think this will be my middle page. Or maybe it will, who knows? So maybe it's a good idea to make things work together if you don't know how you're going to be placing them in the end. So now I just need to find something to stick in here. I think I want to add this envelope to the pocket. I just love this and the colors so much. And I think if we put it in here, I just love how this goes together. All the flowers are just gorgeous. And since I already have taken out what was inside, some of it anyway, so the original letter is still in here, which is awesome. And I want to add some other bits to it. So I have all of these like smaller bits from Happy Mail that I think they need a home, and I have too much to put everything in a separate pocket. So I'm just adding a few things that make me happy. Look at this vintage peacock card here, and it gives you information about peacocks. And I think, of course, this is very fitting because we have the peacock here. So I definitely want to add him. And I want to add one of these, not just because the colors work beautifully, but also because it just gives me an extra writing spot. So all of these will be put in this envelope. That will go in here. And then what I also found now was this little peacock here. And I think this works so beautifully if we just add him here. But I do have to be careful not to have him go over the pocket, because otherwise I won't be able to open it anymore. So I have to make sure that he's like this. Maybe you remember this was the guy I wanted to add actually in the first episode here, but then I didn't do that. So I think now he has a better place right here. Okay, and now we have this page. Again, this here makes a great space to put something. So I just found this beautiful envelope. Has this really nice closure in the back, like a policy envelope closure. And I just thought, what if I put him around like this? So then that opens like this, and the front then will be like this. And I could again just put glue here and here. We could actually still tuck something in here. I'm not really losing a lot of this image. I think that might be fun. So before I think about it too much, I'm just gonna do it. I will cut this shorter because this is not being used as a closure anymore. So let's see if I can find something small to put in here. I found this postcard, which I received just recently in May, and I think it's very cute. It's from the Netherlands, has a writing on the back, and I think I'm just gonna stick that in here. I think that's really cute. So that's this one. And now here we can of course stick something in here, and then I still need to figure out what to do with this space here. I found this card. I've had this for quite a while, at least 2 years. It says, "Be still and let the beauty come." And on the back it says, "Each day is a succulent new beginning." So I think I will put that in here. Or should we? Or actually this would fit also nicely here as a tuck spot. That would be good. Which one? Maybe this one, Yep, I think I would rather do that. Again, let's not overthink this. Let's just do it. Doesn't cover too much of the image. Most importantly, it doesn't cover this fox. Instead, I'm going to add this cute vintage card in there. Whether you are grown up, a birthday is a magic day, your finest day of all. Really cute image, I think. So this can go in here. And then I found this gorgeous card. It is empty on the back, so I can still do some journaling. And I think this goes really well in here. So now let's see, do we want to add it like this? Or do we want to put it on the inside? Oh, maybe that's nicer. I actually like the small one on the inside better. These colors work together super well, so that's awesome. This, thankfully, we put together so it works together. And this works together as well. Yep, let's do it like that. So this is already fairly thick. Same thing with this one. Now I'm thinking maybe I should check if I also want to put this one inside rather than on the outside. I mean, this all works together beautifully. Let's see what that would look like. Oh, falling out. This goes in here. No, for this one I actually like the big one to be on the inside, so I'll keep that on the outside. So quite bulky already. So we have 2 signatures. Do we do a third one? Yeah, I think it needs a third one. I've already found 2 more children's book pages, which are sort of the same size as my other pages, so I can easily make another signature. Not that it has to be the same size, but I really want to take advantage of making a big book that I don't have to cut all my pages down. So I'm just going to make this the same size. So I'll cut this down a little bit. And this one I think is exactly, yeah, that has the perfect height almost. So that's fine. So I'll just trim that off, and then I will join those 2 pages together again like we did with the others. And they don't even always have to be the same size. I think if one is smaller, that works just as well. Again, I just need to figure out how to put these down. Isn't this adorable? How do I put them together? It doesn't really matter. Maybe I'll leave this on the front, and yeah, I'll just do it like this. So again, I will take, well, this one I've pretty much messed up now, so I'll take a new one, or no, I can still use this. So I'll just glue it down, facing down. So I'll just cut 2 strips and then attach these 2 pages together again like I did before. So now we have these 2 pages together, and it doesn't bother me at all that these are not the same color. I actually think that kind of adds to the junk journal look. Now I have this envelope that I was trying to fit somewhere, I think already in the first episode, because it's quite large, and so I really want this to go in this journal because I want to take the opportunity of being able to add large pieces. This is so beautiful. And I think what I'm going to do for this one is to put it over the top of the page like this, and then we can flip it up. We can add something in the envelope here, and on the other side it also doesn't cover anything important, and we can glue it like this so that it's a top-loading tuck spot. The only thing is that, unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to cut this beautiful ribbon down because I'm not sure what to do with that. Otherwise, I'm just thinking, what if, oh, you know what we could do? If we glue it here, this could in addition be a belly band, and we could tuck something in here. And then here, we could just kind of have it just go up to here. So I hope it's okay that I'm cutting this. I'm so sorry. But that means I have all this ribbon left to use in another spot. So that means, first of all, I need to glue this down. So I'll glue it here, and I think I'll even glue it here because we want the tuck spot to not be too loose, otherwise whatever we stick in there won't hold. And I think I'll also glue this part here. It does, however, now mean that whatever we stick in here can only be this wide. So this goes up like this. This we want it to be a belly band, so that means, well, it's kind of cool because we can use the whole width because we will just glue it on here. Actually, I'll glue it on the whole width here. Like that. And this way we have the whole width. Oh, I like that idea. So now I need to put something in here. I have this here, which I believe was also part of an envelope, if I'm not mistaken. And I really wanted to keep this sheep. It's so cute. So I'm just wondering, actually, I'm gonna round the corners. Hopefully that will work. Not with this thing. It might work with the corner rounder. Yeah. There, don't want to do anything else. That is for some journaling space. That fits really nicely. Now we need something for inside the envelope. I have this Dutch vintage book page of some mountains and some mountain climbers. I think this will fit in here really well if I cut it down a bit. I want to keep this. I don't really know what it says. Something about the mountains, on the mountains maybe, something. So I'll just mark where I have to cut it. So like this, and I'll just leave, or should I should probably put a writing space on the back. I found this here and it's a bit too wide, but I just have to trim it down a little bit and then it will fit. So there's our journaling space. Perfect. Now we can stick it in here. Close it up. And flip it over. And I was just thinking, you know, on this tip here, there was this little butterfly. And I think I need to take it off there and put it on the end right there. So this is quite easy to take off if you have these pliers for jewelry making. Now I'll just add it on here. Should have done that before I glued it in. That would have been a bit easier. Okay, there we go. Isn't that cute? Love it. It's kind of dancing on his nose, but that's okay. Okay, we still need to find some. Ooh, why is this stuck? Oh, because it went through where there's a hole. Let's see, hopefully we can still take that apart. We do want to stick something in here. Good job, good job. There, all good. So I found this really cute envelope made out of a book page. So this is something I love doing as well. Look how adorable Winnie the Pooh is. Ah, I love it. And inside it still has the original note that was sent to me from October 2019. So if we put this in here, that is perfect. Yep, that works. Okay, going back here, what do we do with this page? I found this paper bag, which I had received for my birthday a while ago. And I thought if I put this here on the corner, I of course don't want to lose all of this image. So I thought I could just cut a diagonal here, and then we should still be able to see both of their faces. Maybe I'll just cut this like that. That way we have quite a wide pocket because this bag expands. So I could just glue it here. Yeah, we can still see the faces. That's awesome. So I'm going to glue this whole pocket down. I'm going to use my 3-in-1 glue just because I don't know. It's a stronger glue, I guess. I am more precious with my art glitter glue than this one. So that's something you can do with paper bags. Yeah, that's awesome. Maybe I will just glue some of this down just to make sure it doesn't come off with time. Since this is a very roomy pocket here, I want to take advantage of that and add something which is a bit more bulky. So this here I received at least 3 years ago from a pen pal in the UK. It's so cute. It still has her note in here. Then this here, what is with this? Yeah, I think, oh. This here is not supposed to open actually. I just tore that open, that's not good. I'm so sorry. Okay, we'll fix this. There's actually still a sticker in here that I have not used. I kind of forgot about this one. And then there was something else. Yeah, here, actually, look at this gorgeous seal. I love this so, so, so much. And I just realized I forgot to take this out. There's a tea in here. Spearmint apple and rooibos with baobab. So I will definitely be trying that today. Such a cute packaging as well. So this goes back in here. And yeah, so this will live in here now. That's perfect. It does cover up the little guy's face, but you can always take it out and see it. I think that's fine. And then still, because this page still kind of looks plain, I think, I found this beautiful book page image that I want to add on top here. I'll just cut it down a little bit because I really don't want to lose his face as well. So I'll cut that down like this. And I do want to, actually now I'm thinking I should cut off this border as well. Kind of weird if the top one has it and the bottom doesn't. Maybe I'll cut it away all around. And then I do want to keep this description, so I'll just cut around that and then glue that on the other piece. Like that. And I don't want to glue this whole thing down. I kind of want to just attach it on the top. And I'm just thinking I could either staple it or I could sew it. Either with my machine or some hand stitching would be really nice. And I was also just thinking, you know, we have this piece left over. We could add a piece of lace maybe here. That would be cute. I don't want to add it here because we would be covering up this. If I would have thought of this before, I would have moved this over. No, I'll just do it on this side. Why not? Yeah, that's really cute. And now I've decided I'm just going to staple this on to make my life easy. I have this mini stapler that I got locally. Yeah, like that. And they don't really bother me here either. Okay, so I think these pages are okay as they are. This one as well. Do I do anything with this? I mean, I think there's nothing wrong in leaving a cute page as it is. I really think this image is adorable. Love this cute little penguin right here. One thing I can do is, I just found this cute envelope here. Really sweet. And I could add it like this. But I don't want to keep this as wide as it is, so I could trim this down to the half, because this is really cute lace here as well. Like this. And now, if I glue this down, I can glue this beautiful edge right over it so that we don't lose that. How about that? And then I just cut this off, this edge. And then I'll just glue this flap down, the whole flap. Yeah, that way I only lose a very small part of this image. And I think the colors work together very nicely. And I can now find something to put in here. I have this beautiful book page image, a vintage image of, looks like Utrecht in the Netherlands. So I can stick that in here. In the meantime, I made myself some tea in this beautiful teacup that I received from my BFF. I can't show you now, actually, the whole teacup. I would spill my tea. I'm just seeing now it says digest, so I'm guessing this would be really good to drink after a meal. Well, it's morning and I haven't had breakfast yet, so that was not smart, but hopefully it will be okay anyway. So I'll just move that up here. And since I have now the tea bag empty, I thought, wouldn't it be cute to just add that here as well? And I think it works here really well with the colors. Glue this down. And I also found something to go in it. I found this scrap of a book page. So I'm going to tear around this. And then hopefully that will fit in there. I'm gonna keep the name. Yep, and that can just peek out like that. Perfect. Oh, this is getting very dark. I don't like my teas to be very intense. Whoops, no. Okay, now it has some real tea dyeing on it. Just makes it more authentic. Okay, I'm gonna have to move this because we need some space. So I'm not gonna add a smaller page to this. I might actually add, you know what, I'm gonna add something in the middle here because this is, I don't know, it's a bit plain. And I have this one, which I think is really cute, fruits and nuts. Fall is coming very rapidly, so I think this would be really cute in the middle here. So I'm just gonna fold this, and I don't think I'll add anything else to it. I just wanna have this in the middle here. So we'll close this, and I think I want this one to be the first signature. This will be in the middle, and that would be my third one. And I think that's as big as I want to go, or as thick as I want to go for this journal. You could make a massive chunky block, of course. In the next and final episode, I need to figure out what to do for the cover, so I hope you will join me for that. And in the meantime, I hope you'll do lots of journaling. Thank you for being here with me. Please like it if you enjoyed this video. Love you guys. Mwah! Mwah!